I tried 7 different side hustles in 1 year. Some made a lot of money and some didn't make any. Some wasted my time, some looked exciting at first and then completely drained me. And after all of that, there was only one that was actually simple enough, profitable enough, and scalable enough to fit the life that I really wanted. Not just more money, but more freedom. Freedom to do what I want to do and make the choices that reflect the things that are important to me and my family, like traveling and showing my kids the world. So in this video, I'm going to show you what those side hustles were, why most of them didn't meet my expectations, and the one business model that actually allowed me to work part-time hours, support my family with full-time income, and build an income that didn't depend on me being on 24/7. Make sure you stay until the end because the last one is the most important, and it's the reason I believe so many moms choose the wrong side hustle and then end up burned out and broke instead of fulfilled and free. If you're new here, I'm Kimberly Latona. I've spent the last 15 plus years coaching entrepreneurs and building businesses online and offline. And after a ton of trial and error, I finally figured out how to earn full-time income online while working part-time hours and raising 3 young kids. In 2024, I made 6 figures across 7 different side hustles. Okay. This is not theoretical. I've actually tested a lot of different business models. In my first month selling one digital product, I generated over $15,000 in revenue as a beginner with no experience selling digital products online. And what I learned is that revenue alone is not enough. The real question is how much profit does it make? How much time does it take? How much energy does it require? And can it scale without taking over my life? Because the side hustle that makes money is not always the side hustle that creates freedom. And that distinction changes everything. So as I walk through these, I'm going to keep 4 things in mind. Every side hustle that I've tried got evaluated through these 4 filters. And I didn't have this criteria at the beginning, or else I wouldn't I wouldn't be here where I'm at after all trying all these different online businesses. But these are my 4 criteria, and these are the things that each of these side hustles got evaluated through. Okay, the first one is profit margin. The second one is time requirement. The third one is learning curve or complexity. And the fourth one is scalability. Because if it makes good money, but it takes up all your time, has low profit margins, burns you out, or constantly depends on you showing up 24/7, it's probably not the freedom business that you actually want. And that's exactly why one model stood out so clearly for me. So if you want the exact system that I use, download my free digital freedom business blueprint below. Okay. So the first business model that I tried was service-based work. Okay. And this is where a lot of women start because it feels like the fastest path to cash. And sometimes it is. Okay. You think I can coach, I can freelance, I can manage social media, I can write, I can design, I can VA. And yes, this absolutely can make money. But here's the problem. Even if your hourly rate is high, you're still trading time for money, which means if you stop working, the income stops. If your calendar fills up fast, you have no more time for more clients. Okay, so there's an income cap. Your energy becomes the bottleneck, and your business can start to feel like a job that you built for yourself. So while services can be a great short-term cash generator, for me, they were not the model that created the kind of leverage and freedom that I wanted long term. Okay, the second model that I tried was physical products through Amazon FBA. And this is where I learned a huge lesson about profit margin. Because on the surface, physical products can look so fun and exciting. And even they even were for me. I created a pillow, a chill pill pillow, and reusable makeup remover pads that came in a really beautiful container. And it was so fun to create it. And it was so fun to design the boxes and do all of that back work. And I saw the sales, I saw the revenue, I saw the potential. But what people don't talk about enough is everything that's happening behind the scenes, the product research and development. I had a 3-month-old at the time, and I would spend every moment while I was nursing him, I would go to bed at midnight or 2 a.m. because I was doing the product research and development to try and launch this product. It took months and months of product research and development and tweaking the product and ordering samples and doing all of that just to get the product launched before I could even make any sales, and so much investment. Okay, the inventory, the shipping, the restocking, the supplier issues, platform fees, storage costs, returns, customer reviews, taxes, and changing margins. Okay, and the hardest part that on a platform like Amazon, you don't control a lot of those variables. your fees can change, your storage costs can change, your shipping costs can change, which means that your profit margin can change at any time. And that was one of the biggest wake up calls for me. Because even though I have a master's in business, I didn't fully understand how much those moving parts would affect me until I experienced them in my own business. So, yes, physical products can make money and they can be fun, but they're not simple. They are not low risk, and they are not the easiest path to flexible income for busy moms. Okay, the third type of side hustle I've seen up close and personal is anything that requires recruiting, managing people, or building a team underneath you, like MLM, network marketing, or now what they call social selling. And for the right person, maybe that works. But for me, I wanted something simpler and more direct. I didn't want constant outreach, team management, dependence on other people's performance, or a business model where income structure felt completely overly layered. A lot of people refer to MLM as a pyramid scheme. Okay. And there's a reason why there's that connotation with it. I wanted a business where I could control the results more directly, and I didn't want to have to worry about my income disappearing overnight if the company disappeared overnight, like a lot of these companies have in the past few years. I'm sure you know which ones I'm talking about if you have been at all involved in MLM, or you have friends that have been involved in it. So that was important to me. So again, I'm not saying that no one can make money there. It is totally a legitimate business model. It's just in terms of simplicity, leverage, ease, long-term flexibility, and scalability, for me, it was not the winner. Okay, the fourth one, another model that I tested was affiliate style or low commission models, promoting products or offers where the payout was smaller or the work to profit ratio just didn't feel worth it. So this includes a lot of the easy side hustle models online where you're constantly promoting, constantly posting, constantly recommending, and you still need a lot of volume in order to make meaningful money. Okay, so this is like TikTok Shop. Okay, I tried that and I have a lot of friends that did it. And it's not like you can't make money, but it's just like you have to create so much content. And even if you get all the free samples, which is cool, you still have to create so much content. It's constantly relying on you like putting more videos out and more videos and more videos, and it can become all consuming. Okay. That's when I started asking myself a bigger question. Do I want a business that needs more and more output to make more money? Or do I want a business that can make more money from a better system? And that question changed everything because more output is not always more money or more freedom. Okay, number five. Another thing that I've tried and I've seen a lot of women try is relying on content monetization alone. Okay, things like posting constantly on social media and hoping brand deals will come or waiting for platform payouts. So for example, like Amazon influencer, Amazon associates. Okay, I did that and I still have some videos posted there. I don't post videos regularly there anymore. I do make commissions there every month, but it's like $100 a month. Okay, and there's no way that you can control who's seeing that those videos, okay, and how much money you're making. Okay, waiting on platform playouts or relying on affiliate links only, or hoping to go viral, even hoping to go viral on TikTok without your own offer. Again, that content can be powerful, but content alone is not a business unless you have a way to convert that attention into leads and buyers. So the system that I teach in my Digital Freedom Collective is this. Okay? You are taking you're posting content, um, you're posting content to get traffic. You are offering something free in return for an email. Then you're sending automated emails, and then you are driving those people to the sale, which is your checkout page. Okay, that's what turns attention into income. And without that system, content can create visibility, but not necessarily predictable revenue. Okay, so let's talk about the sixth one, a side hustle model that actually helped me get traction quickly. Like we're talking about $15,000 in my first month, okay? And that is master resell rights digital products. This is where you buy a product that you're legally allowed to resell for 100% profit. And I do think this can be a great starting point, and I even recommend this to some of my clients if it's a reputable product in a proven market with real value. Why? Because it removes one of the biggest bottlenecks for beginners, which is product creation. Okay. If you want to know how to use master resale rights to earn online, the biggest advantage is speed. Okay. You can focus on learning positioning and marketing and content creation instead of spending months trying to like make the perfect product from scratch and trying to get testimonials and trying to create your own sales page. Okay. So usually these products include a sales page and your email sequence and all of the materials that you want to use to market the product. Okay. But that said, this was still not the whole answer for me. Okay. Because even with MRR, the thing that actually made the difference was not just the product, it was the system behind it. Okay. You still need the right audience, the right messaging, the right funnel, and a product that you genuinely believe in. So MRR can be a powerful starting point, but it's still not the deepest reason that this model worked better than the others. Okay. The number 7, this is the one that won, okay? Not just digital products by themselves, but digital products with a simple automated system. Okay, that combination changed everything. Why? Because this model gave me the things that the other ones didn't. A high profit margin, okay? No inventory, no shipping, no restocking, no cost per unit, a lower time demand. Once the product and system are built, you're not manually delivering every sale. Okay. You create it once, you automate the system, and then you can sell it as many times as you want. Okay. Simplicity. Your job becomes a lot simpler. All you have to do is drive traffic to the system. You have one job. Okay. With digital products, once you have a simple automated system, your only job is just driving people to the checkout page. Okay. And then the fourth thing is scalability. Okay, the same product can sell whether it's 5 people that buy it or 500 people that buy it. And that's why this became the clear winner. Because when I combined a simple product, a simple funnel, email automation, free or low cost tools, and one traffic source, the business started to feel lighter. And it's not perfect, okay? It's not zero work, but lighter, easier, and more profitable. And that matters so much when you want freedom and when you don't want to be chained to a business that only works when you're constantly available. So if I boil it down, here's why this was the only one that really worked the way I wanted. It's because it was simple enough to stick with, profitable enough to matter, scalable enough to grow, and flexible enough to fit real life. And that's why I believe this is one of the best digital products to sell online models for women who want time freedom and financial freedom. And if you're wondering about digital products for beginners, the good news is you don't have to start with a giant course. You can start with a guide, a workshop, a mini course, a bundle, a done for you MRR product, or another simple product that solves one real problem. Okay, that is usually the best way to sell digital products online in the beginning. Simple, clear, and specific. And let me say this too. It's easy to look at a business like this and think, maybe that worked for you because you're more experienced or you have a master's in business. But I want you to remember, I did not start where I am now. I learned, I tested, I got things wrong a lot. I wasted a ton of time. I chased the wrong things. I overcomplicated. I switched models and all the things all the time. I burned energy on things that didn't really matter. And that is exactly why I'm so passionate about helping women skip all that unnecessary detour time and money and energy. So, and honestly, this is also why the support piece matters so much because choosing the right business model is one thing, and actually sticking with it long enough to build momentum is another. That's why simple systems, coaching, templates, automation, and community makes such a big difference. It's what keeps you going when your brain wants to jump ship. So yes, I've tested a lot of different business models, but selling digital products online has been by far the simplest, most profitable, and most scalable. It is not 100% passive income online, but it's the most passive way that I've personally been able to make money from home and one of the most leveraged home-based business ideas for moms and really anyone that's looking for online side hustles for extra money. So don't forget to download my free digital freedom business blueprint below. And now that you know which side hustle actually worked for me, the next question is, why do most moms still never make real money online? And that's exactly what I break down in my next video. Because when you pair that with what you learned here, you'll understand not only what works, but why so many women stay stuck in the wrong model for way too long. See you in the next video.